when you choose people, what is that one characteristic that you look for? Maybe it's in someone you're going to loan money to, or because I think ultimately why we're doing this show is because it's really about the people behind the businesses. Because I think people invest ultimately in people.
Absolutely.
I know Tim Ferriss was here and he said no one signs NDAs anymore in Silicon Valley because it's not the idea. Everyone has that idea. It's who can execute it.
Absolutely.
So what is that one personality trait that you look for? Raj said something funny last week. He said, I'm looking for the guy with a chip on his shoulder with something to prove, and I was like, wow, that's pretty heavy. But
I would actually say it a different way. I would say passion and unwavering dedication and unwillingness to take no for an answer. Same thing, different coin, different shoulder.
Okay.
So I'm saying the good angel side of what Raj said, which is the naughty angel side, right?
Passion?
Unwavering dedication and belief in their product, right? They're like, this is the answer. This is solving the problem, and this is the answer. And they're passionate, and they don't take no for an answer. I mean, some of the best entrepreneurs I know are just like, poke, 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 in the nicest way.
Right.
And they're intelligent beyond belief. Right? They're just beyond intelligent, again, is a trait that I've noticed. And also a tremendous amount of self-awareness as well, is what I would say. Like I was saying, knowing yourself and knowing your strengths and weaknesses and knowing when you need to bring someone in the team to make up for your shortcomings. It's just, you're not perfect, right? And knowing when it's time to step aside and let another CEO take over. So I was out for dinner the other night with the CEO, and he said to me, he goes, Bindi, the exciting part for me is starting it and building it to this level, and I'm no longer excited about it now. It's this level, and it's a machine is chunking away. Yeah. I'm going to step aside and let like an adult CEO take over and grow it, because that's what the growth CEOs are good at. And he's like, I'm going to go launch same company, but I'm going to go launch a different business unit and build this product set out, because that's what I'm strong at. And he had all of those characteristics, but in particular, he had an incredible sense of self-awareness. So I think all of those combined make incredible founders. And all the founders that are doing well to this day, you know who you guys are, guys and gals, I should say. You have that, and that's consistently. And I think the last thing, observation I have to make is, a lot of the great companies that I've seen typically have co-founders, right?
I've heard this before.
All the biggest, best, fast-growing companies I've worked with and had the privilege of working with have had co-founders. There's a yin to a yang. They balance each other out. And I see it more and more rarely that it's just one single founder. So the co-founder thing, there's something in it. And I think we need to do some research into that. And you should start interviewing co-founders, because the cool thing is when I sit down with them and they finish each other's sentences off. I love it. You just go, you're like a married couple, right? Because you've been working together, you've been living together, you're in and out, you're finishing each other's sentences, but they both have their different strengths and weaknesses. So one co-founder is the coder and developer and product person, and the other person's the commercial and the sales guy and out there fundraising, or science gal and out there in fundraising. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, no, I've heard that before. You need the yin to the yang. You need the one guy that pushes, the one guy that pulls back.
Yeah, and they balance each other out. So, people like that are always very investable. The team. Okay. I think that's very important.
That's a very good answer.
There's no I in team, and that's all very cliche, but there's a reason for that.
There's a following to that phrase, but I'm not going to use it.
Really interesting about London Committee, I find, is there's a lot of camaraderie.
Entrepreneurs for government, they're really hacking the system.
Could be a little like that. And you're talking about like free flow of ideas. And